Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a lesson on simple beginner's two-point perspective architectural drawing. And by the way, I'm no professional architect either. I'm a wannabe, really. I'm 16, so it's what I want to do with my life, basically. Anyways, two-point perspective drawing starts with, well, 2 points. So on either side of the paper, point there, and I like to keep it on the same line on the graph paper, and one there. So basically, the idea is that the x-axis, or up and down, isn't affected by these points at all. It's completely, it just goes with the graph paper completely vertically up and down. But the side to side, or x-axis, is affected by the dots. So basically, let's just start by showing you. Let's start with the line. Let's go 8 squares long. So 1, 4, and 4. So there we have our line. Make it a little bit clearer for you. There we go. So our line. And then start the line from this end point of the line. Start the line going toward a point. So that direction, basically. So just draw it toward the point. Okay? Then same with the bottom end of the line. Toward the point. And let's just make these lines 4 squares across. And by the way, measurements don't work in perspective drawing. I just say 4 squares and 8 squares just to make it easier to follow. And then we just join those 2 lines. Okay? Then that's one side of the house. Then, that point, draw from this end of the line. And it's a little bit trickier without a ruler, but I do it without a ruler just to make things easier. You're just going to draw it again toward that line. Use a ruler if you want to. I just prefer freehand. So just toward that line. Let's make this one 8 across. So that's about, not the straightest line in the world, but that works. And then same with this. Toward that dot, and then join these up. Okay, now that's your basic perspective little rectangle house. Now, say you want to put a door on it, so let's put a door. Start the line there, and again, the y-axis isn't affected by the dots at all, so it just goes up and down. And then this straight line, again, will lead to that point. So because it's not going to go up very much. Not going to be that much of an angle, but a little bit. Okay? And then just go straight down, because, again, it's not affected. And we have a door. And a doorknob. Okay, so that's basically, and same thing with windows, just follow those rules. And say you want to put a roof on it. This is where you just have to be creative, because say you want to do the classic triangle here and then just goes down and whatever roof. I don't know what they're called, but there's no real, you can't just find a midpoint of that line because it's in perspective. If it was a flat line, you can find the middle of it, but because it's perspective, you can't find the big point. So you want this line to go up in the middle of that line. You can't really know, so this is where you just have to basically guess. So you just kind of have to guess. So I'm going to say right there is about the middle of the line in real terms. And really, that's just a guessing game. Yeah, it's obviously not exact, but whatever. And then these lines, they don't, they're not affected by the points either. So it'll just go there and there. So that's not at all affected by those. The next part is, this is where the roof makes sense in any way possible. You're going to, from this point, you're going to go toward that dot. And also to have these lines, it helps. You can't make them parallel, that wouldn't be accurate, but it does help somewhat. So, and then again, just by eye, you just say, okay. So then there you have a roof. And see, it looks, I mean, obviously it's a very simple house, but it shows you the basic idea of two-point perspective. So this is my first video on the channel. Again, I'm not a professional architect. I want to be. And yeah, that's basic two-point perspective drawing. Okay, see ya.